Yo, 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 we back live at another Smoking with Flint show. I am your host, Flint the Hustler, and I got my co-host in the building with me,
Simone the Lyricist.
and I got my special guest, Legacy Uno, Banged Out Music.
What's good? What's good?
How you doing today, brother?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I woke up this morning, you feel me?
I feel it. That's all we can pray for, right? Wake
Man.
up and be healthy, and hopefully everything else from that make some money for your pockets and be straight. You
You
feel
gotta
me?
think of the bigger blessings. Somebody's daddy, somebody's mama, somebody's sister, somebody's kid. Somebody died today. That was important to somebody.
Yeah.
We were able to wake up and see our loved ones.
Wake up
They
with
was
life.
able to wake up and see us full of life.
Yeah.
We blessed, you feel me?
Yeah.
Blessed.
So let's start off the interview by you telling us a little bit about yourself.
Man, I'm a local artist. I come out of Phoenix, Arizona. Grew up in the Duplevilla projects on the east side. Started doing music when I was like, I'd say about 13, 14. I got into a lot of poetry when I was younger. I used to like to write poetry. Got into the music thing, man, kept pushing, and here I am, man. I'm, further in my career than I ever thought I'd be. I've had the opportunity to work with the cats like AK9, Spice One back in the days, San Quinn, Sibo, who else? Paul Wall, my album with Paul Wall called Poe Pimpin'.
Okay.
When I was signed with AK9 Music, I got to work with MC8. I got a Baby Bash, Magic. Huge resume behind me. Just dropped a video with Zigzag from MB Riders.
Okay.
Working on trying to do something with Chris Notes and trying to do something with what's the name, Mob Fam. Salutes to Mob Fam.
Yeah.
Working with them. Worked with a lot of cats, man. Out here as well. Like from Zonafide to Yoke Westwood's Secret Society back in a couple years ago. Salutes to the Factory Music. Other than that, man, here I am.
Hell yeah. Now, who is it that you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody and anybody.
Say that's what's up.
If your game ain't up, man, let me help you get it there. You feel me?
I dig it. Put niggas on.
That's
You feel
it.
me?
Let's
Put
work
niggas
together,
on.
man. Let's do it together, man. There's power in teamwork. You feel me?
Yeah, you got that nice little West Coast little.
Yeah, a little
Get your
balance.
vibe on and shit.
Yeah,
You had a club like here. Don't step on my shoes, bro. These
Man.
chucks you can't find these ones nowhere, bro.
You feel me? I wanted to come with a different direction, man. Cause back, when I was younger, earlier in my career, I did a lot of like slow life songs, those songs about just strictly on life and what I was going through. And my girl one day was like, "Why you always doing these sad songs? Why don't you, do some party songs? Give the people what you do. Like you party, Lego. Like you need to do it. Give the people what they want." So I started doing party songs. First one I really jumped off with that I really took off with was AZOGs. I wanted to give something back to the OGs from Arizona,
Okay.
that are out here in Arizona, not just
So pay your
Arizona
homage.
bound OGs, but every OG that's in Arizona.
Yeah.
So I did AZOGs, featuring Charisma and G Major. We did that, man, and that was a good jump off. And then I came off with Wasted, which was another, jump off with the party. I went and rented the party bus and did all that. So, I wanted to give people something different. Now I'm just going into a different direction where I want to do more songs for the people.
That's what's up. Get people involved.
Yeah, get people involved and more or less just, tackle down on what's going on in today's society, what's going on with these young ones today. I have boys that are teenagers, so I understand, a lot of these young cats out there, you know what I mean?
Feel it. I feel it.
They didn't, a lot of these cats are the way they are. They didn't grow up the way we did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't grow up with our daddy snatching this brother motherfucking shirt and like, you gonna go fight this fool.
Yeah.
You get your ass whooped, I'm whooping your ass.
You come home, you going back out there and fight that fight.
You feel me? We didn't want our kids to go through what we went through, so we kind of raised them different.
Yeah, coddle them.
Now that they older, we over here, they sissified.
Like you better take your ass out there and be a
You feel
motherfucking
me?
man.
Like, and a lot of shit that the people complain about, they don't realize it's our fault. As OGs and as fathers, we failed these young ones. Because, when I was younger, if one of my homeboys or older homeboys see me over here cussing out my mama or my daddy, they came and whooped my ass. It was on sight. They didn't give a fuck. Nowadays it's like, people just sit around and they want to record that shit and they laugh at that shit like it's funny. That shit ain't funny. You got to respect your mom and dad, because without them, you're going to be sitting there crying, "Oh, I lost my mom." And then you're going to take it to the heart because you didn't get to treat her the way you should have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one thing I try to teach my sons is, be respectful. Always be respectful to your parents. Because I'm not old. I'll whoop that ass.
Yeah,
I'll fuck my sons up.
I still get in the mud with you.
Man, we get it. Up and down the street if they want it.
My 3-year-old, I treat him like a grown-ass man. And he treat me like he a grown-ass man. Be like, you want to fight? He instantly swing on me. Pop.
Yeah.
He got some little heavy hitters on him. So what made you want to get off into the music?
Man, what made me want to get into it, to be honest, I can't even tell you. I was inspired a lot by, growing up, Rakim, LL Cool J and all them were out. That's my era,
Yeah, I dig that.
Run DMC to fucking Doobers on My Shoulders by RBL Posse, a lot of them, man, were a lot of inspiration to me, man. I bumped a lot of that because I used to break dance when I was younger. So I was in the breakdance era, you know what I mean? And when I was going through that, we was hearing a lot of Houdini, stuff like that.
You had a Jerry curl too, man.
Man, I didn't have the Jerry curl, but I had the back, the mullet.
That's why he bald right now.
I had the mullet, man, with the, and we used to get it in back then. We wore the Raiders hats, we followed NWA tough back then, man. It was cool.
Like straight gang.
But when Pac came, that lit a fire under my ass. It was like, that's when I really got into, listening to what music, what people were saying,
the lyrics,
the words,
the
you know what I mean?
Meaning of what the fuck they saying. I feel
the meaning. And what really got me though too was Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. When they came out with that Lottie Dottie, man, I would say about like 8-9 years old when I first heard that song.
I feel it.
Man, that was the most beautiful thing because I couldn't understand how he did that with his mouth.
Oh, damn, Dougie Fresh.
Yeah, he would just beatbox, man. And then I watched him. I went to my first concert. Was that concert with Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick. I forget who else. There's a couple other unknown artists, but they were pretty dope. And man, Dougie Fresh is the best entertainer you will ever see on stage. I promise that. And he'll do it all just with his mouth, beatboxing. Have you jumping? Had the whole place was jumping. And then Slick Rick walked out. Man, I never been to a concert ever in my life that was that live ever. But yeah, man, those were my inspirations growing up.
I feel it. Well, shit. You want to get off into one of these tracks you sent me?
Yeah, man. Which one?
Which one you want to get off into?
Let's do Fuck the Police, man. I really spoke on some things that the police were doing. I actually came out with this song. Remember when that dude was out there? That man was out there selling his movies and shit, and the cop got in a scuffle with him in front of the store. Took him down and just shot him point blank in the chest. So a lot of my verse, what it's talking, was talking about that situation. Okay. But I'm really representing, this one's representing for black people, brothers and sisters and natives, Mexicans as well. You know what I mean? So it's really the minorities pretty much. Yeah. And we did this song, man. I just felt like it was something touchy that I want to get into in this new music that I'm dropping. So this is one of the tracks right here featuring Gotti, Badass Gotti, and Isaiah Williams on the hood.
Fuck the police. Fuck 12. Straight like that.
Fuck them.
It's so cold in these streets. I'm just trying to make a way while my people out here dying every day. I'm screaming, fuck the police. They'll lie to your face and they'll lock your ass up over your race. But only God can judge me. Only God can judge me. And only God can, man. Only God can judge me. Only God can bring peace. While we chasing our dream, while we chasing this money, police can us for nothing, and this shit is getting ugly. The streets is even ugly, robbing, killing for money. The government done fucked up, it's a cold world. Keep your enemies close, cause this is your world. So I said fuck it, so I snatched the whole world. I'm only around positive, be up in my own world. I roll that good shit, nigga, that's my old girl, Mary J. She can say the whole world. I'm sipping on some Hennessy with my homegirl while I'm listening to some Pac talk about this dirty world. The diamonds and the pearls, I'm spinning like the world. Don't get a nigga started, the system is dirty world. You don't believe certain people tell you about this world. I'm all about the guap, and I'm setting up shop. Keep your eyes on the rear view for the dirty cops. It's so cold in these streets. I'm just trying to make a way while my people out here dying every day. I'm screaming, fuck the police. They'll lie to your face and they'll lock your ass up over your race.
But only God can judge me.
Only God can judge me, and only God can, man. Only God can judge
Only
me.
God can bring peace.
Uh-oh.
They scream, stop resisting, but why is he facing arrest? He just looked at that man, took him down, put his heat to his chest. They're screaming and gunfire, the poor brother couldn't breathe. The officer keep his hand and just continue to squeeze. My native and black brother, it's been way too long. They are ready to stole the rights, but they polluting our songs. They after our youth so they can keep their dreams alive. So they make music about money, subliminally killing our minds. The mind of a child of God, that's what it is. And we gon' still press the issue on violence against our kids. Our lives matter, we all in this race, so fuck that. Open up your eyes to the crimes of these politicians. They want us all buried alive, that's Satan's mission. A new world order to better the rich conditions. Let's unite and put our fist up. Stop showing love for each other and fuck the system up.
These streets,
I'm just trying to make a way while my people out here dying every
I'm
day.
screaming fuck the police.
They'll lie to your face and they'll lock your ass up over your race.
But only God can judge me.
Only God can judge me, and only God can, man. Only God can judge
Only
me.
God can bring peace.
Uh-oh.
They don't want us to know things they do, the things they do. They just want all control, all control. Oh no, no, no. They don't want us to know the things they do, the way they move. No, they just want all control, all control, yeah, all control.
What up, though? And we're back on the Smokin' with Flint show. Of course, we got Flint the Hustler.
What
and
up?
I'm Simone, the motherfucking lyricist.
Dig it.
We got our special guest, Legacy Uno.
Yeah, what's good?
That was a nice ass track.
Yeah, that definitely was a nice track.
Man, I thought we start off slow and give him something deadly in a bit. My phone trying to run from me.
Everybody's do.
Yeah, this car steal your shit.
For
sure.
I should have felt some. Oh, here it goes.
Don't try to give it back at all.
As long as it ain't my wallet, I'm
Yeah.
cool.
I feel that.
I can get the phone.
No, we ain't gonna steal money.
Shit, I don't mind. Go
We
buy
gonna
you,
steal some fuck shit.
buy you some beer with
Like
it.
your lighter. Here goes something bigger right here.
Yeah, that'll work.
Smoking with Flint in this motherfucker.
My bad, y'all.
All right, we're getting back to the motherfucking interview.
Right. So, with Corona going on and everything, everybody stuck in the house. What are you doing to push your music now that, like, basically your only option is using a social media platform?
Man, they say it's quarantine. I be seeing everybody the fuck out there. They be out there,
So
man.
you still out here with your music moving around?
You know what? I'm in studios, like, doing my features that I'm supposed to do. I try not to be in crowds. I try to follow the rules because you'll never know if that shit really real or not. You know,
Right.
I hear a lot of talk. I'm a skeptic, but at the same time, I'm precautious. So, you know, the way I do it right now is I'm just social media, live streaming, you know, all on social platforms. That's the only way to do it right now. You can't do no shows. You can't get out there and sell no CDs.
Right.
Everything's closed. You know what I mean? So that's the only way to do it right now. You know, pretty much to this whole thing. But I really got back to the music, man. I kind of took a break. I deleted Facebook and everything.
Sometimes you need a break.
Well, the reason why I deleted my last Facebook, man, to start off over was because, like, I got tired of seeing all the hate, everybody fighting, judgmental people, you know, judging each other. It was just so much things that was distracting my mind from music that I just didn't want to get involved with no more. So in order for my mind to gradually grow and do something better, I had to delete that Facebook, take time to myself and my family, and now I'm back in it again.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's hard to create when you got so much chaos going on around you or in your head, and most of what you see is on Facebook. You know, then I noticed I would post songs. A month later, I hear somebody else with the same concept that I just dropped a song to. You know, it's a lot of copycats out here. You feel me?
Yes.
And I can't deal with that shit, man. I take my music personal and serious. For somebody just to go and take my ideas and run with it.
As you should.
So I just went ahead, I deleted the whole social media Facebook thing. You went to Instagram.
I dig.
You know,
I deleted a lot of friends off Facebook.
you know what everybody thinks I deleted?